Just wait. I feel a long song intro coming on. And I always want to compare the long song intros to the gold standard of long song intros, which is Paul Stanley at an unnamed club on the bootleg People Let Me Get This Off My Chest, which consists exclusively of Paul Stanley stage banter. Right? And I most of it is like, there's a bunch of things about this Paul Stanley bootleg. I'm going to tell you about all of them, so if you guys have something to do, I'll just holler for you when I'm done. I mean, one of the things is like on one of the nights, clearly he's run out of voice and it's decaying as he goes in the banter, right? Which is amazing to hear. It's like, oh man, you lost a note there, wild, you know. But the other thing is he does a thing where he explains that some songs have parts that when you record them don't seem, to use his terms, like the cool part. But then after you play them, you discover that the part you liked is good, but then this other part is really the cool part. I find this profoundly moving that a man would want to say this to an audience, right? But I also get it, because my favorite thing about this song is a story I wish to tell you, which I suspect doesn't have a good resolve and leaves everybody waiting for a punchline. So we're putting together the record Jenny from Thebes, right? And over time, you would think a man would get more organized at getting his demos together to send to the band, but the opposite is true, right? That actually it gets to a point where, like, I forget if this was the record where I was sending all videos of myself playing the songs, right? Which was a very unpopular choice with the Mountain Goats, but, you know, I have a 51% share, so here's a video, right? So, you know, Matt's good at stuff. He'll strip the sound from it and get it to you guys. We'll figure it out, right? But we're at T-minus 2 weeks to going to Tulsa, Oklahoma to record Jenny from Thebes. And I start sending out these frantic, you know, not frantic, but frantic, these very excitable emails. Okay, people, we're going to do this. Here's a playlist of songs I've been listening to that I want everybody to listen to get in the mood. None of the stuff we're going to be recording actually sounds like this, but it's sort of a vibe, right? And you know, and all this, and here's the songs, and these are the ones we should focus on. These other ones that are in the list, if we get to them, that's fine. If we don't get to them, I don't care. Here's the list. And Peter Hughes, God bless his mortal soul, says, hey, yeah, this is great, John, what's Bike? And I say, oh, you know, Bike. It was like the first one I wrote for the record. He said, no, I don't think I have that one. And I was like, oh, no, it's a pretty central piece, right? You gotta have it. And I go looking through all my folders. Nobody had Bike. Nobody had Bike at all. I sent it to Peter. I was like, oh, yeah, no, it's a pretty good one. Here you go. And I sent it, and Peter doles out props to me. You know, like he picks his spots, right? They count for more that way, right? And he sends me an email. So I want to stress that this is the best song of the bunch. So and it seems central to the whole thing, and I can't believe we almost lost it. It didn't go by the name Bike, because that's a song by Syd Barrett. It's called From the Nebraska Plant. I recall the curve, waiting for the bus, flaky yellow paint, what's become of us? Searching in the snow for someone in the distance. When the vision comes, I have no resistance. It's one of several iterations. It gets hard to press on your custom Kawasaki with the stinger on the back. Walk across the bridge. I used to get so scared. Signed out AMA, no one really cares. It wasn't in your nature. taking in the strays. But you handed me your helmet. I clung to you for days. But I am strong now. I am strong now. That was all years back. On your custom Kawasaki, chrome, yellow, and black. Is somewhere in a wreck yard now. Never see it again on this earth. Let the scavengers proclaim how much it was worth. Out here on the median, not sure what to do. Figure something's gotta happen sometime. I wait all day for you. I wait all day for you.